Welcome back to Christmas arbitrage video. We're checking out all the profits to have a bit of a move around, but a bit of a mooch about.
Did you hear what Maxwell said the other day? Shout out Maxwell. He said he sold 60,000 Christmas crackers this year.
60,000?
Yeah, he sold 60,000 Christmas crackers. He will 100% answer, I promise you. I rang him for 1 second and he rang me back. Cashwell. I was just telling everyone at Cell Circle, haven't you sold 60,000 Christmas crackers? 30,000, sorry.
30,000 crackers.
30,000 Christmas crackers.
Shout out Lordwell.
But what's profit per unit on a cracker? Oh, Christmas Cell Circle shout out, mate. Enjoy.
What do you think of FBA, Max?
Oh, I love FBA, mate. I was just chatting. What's in right?
Uh-huh.
And look at this. Let me see if I can find it. Look what one of our suppliers is selling. So there's some coffee glasses on Amazon at the moment for £25 for two. Look at cost per unit.
15p.
Told you Maxwell an answer. I rang him for about a millisecond before he started ringing me back.
15p a unit.
I know, 25 quid on Amazon.
Do you know how many people are in the 100k club now?
Oh,
Tell you what the 100k club is.
have a look at this price. 100k club is a club within Cell Circle for anyone who's done over £100,000 in sales. So I'd imagine it's quite full now.
100k club with 13 members. 50k club, sorry, 33 members. 10k club, 76 members. Shout out to everybody who's making money on Amazon FBA, churning cash. I wonder if we're gonna get a person in the Millie Club in 2024. What do you reckon? What's your minimum ROI when doing Amazon FBA, Jake?
I've gone as low as 20% on some items that have like a real high profit per unit, but usually you want to go for like 30%, especially for OARA.
And
wholesale, you can go a bit lower.
I was gonna say that. What's the lowest ROI product you've ever sold?
Would have been below 20%. Probably.
Have you ever sold any minus ROI products?
Yeah, all the time. If things break or you buy it for a stupid price. When I started, mate, I probably sold more minus ROI products than I did positive.
Does coffee do well on Amazon, Jake?
Churns, mate.
Absolutely mega churns.
Churns, mate. Churns, mate.
It's one of them things, I guess, that you want to like. It's like you would buy on Amazon because it's like, oh, ran out of coffee today. I need coffee.
You need it ASAP.
Not going to the shop.
We buy coffee. Well, we would buy coffee on Amazon, wouldn't we?
I know, yeah.
Some stuff like this does work really well at Christmas, just due to the fact that people need like these last-minute stocking fillers. Some people don't want to go to the shops. I know I don't want to go to the shops near Christmas, so order it online. A couple of quid more, comes next day. Easy, simple. Harry Potter always works quite well. A lot of people say I look like Harry Potter. I know a mad story. You two won't believe this. Weekend at Max's, yeah. I've watched Harry Potter now. It's the first film of Harry Potter I've ever watched. Never watched it in my life, ever.
Not true, but
Do I look anything like him now? No, exactly. So literally just anyone who wears slightly circular glasses instantly is Harry Potter.
Is it worth scanning products that aren't on discount when you're doing stores like that? When you're doing in-store like lead sourcing?
100%, 100%. I think if you want to find things easier, then scan the discounted items. But if you just have the time and you can scan as much as you can, scan as much as you can, it will definitely help.
What do you think the best lead you've ever sourced for RA is?
Best lead I've ever sourced for
Yeah.
RA. Then Brita water filters were good.
Oh, yeah.
They're a churners. You will get things like that, like the calculators, like those label print stuff like that that's like UK-wide for a while, and they just print cash, and it's just like a bit of a glitch. You've got to jump on them, take advantage of them as much as you can.
Let's say I want to go to sell Nerf. Nerf is a gated brand, right?
It is.
How do I get ungated? How can I sell this? Is it even possible to sell Nerf on Amazon, Jake?
Of course it is. So what you'll need to do, go to a wholesaler or the brand directly, buy 10 of them, get an invoice, submit that invoice to Amazon. Amazon will then ungate you, then you can continuously sell Nerf. I think a lot of people think you can do it in the shop. You can't. They won't accept a retail receipt. But if you buy them from a wholesaler, get an invoice, once you've used that invoice, you can send the 10 items back to the wholesaler, get your money back.
And what's the easiest way for someone like me, a beginner, to get an ungate for Nerf?
Cell Circle. We have a guy who is hired in Cell Circle just to do ungates every single day. So request whatever ungate you like, as often as you like, we'll send you one straight away.
What do you think the average cost of ungate a brand is?
50 quid probably.
50 quid?
You get to return the money back anyway.
Can you return every item or?
Not every, but it's very rare we'd send out an ungate that you can't return unless there's no other option.
And like, for example, once I've ungated for Nerf, I can just sell Nerf for the rest of my life as an
Any
Amazon
Nerf.
seller.
Any Nerf, as long as it's gated under Nerf. People think, oh, it's 50 quid, done, can't get it back, but you don't, you get it back.
Well, me and Tom was having a bit of a road conversation yesterday, and we actually looked how much like Durex sells. And which one was it? It was just like extra thin Durex.
Guess how much revenue they make per month?
It's about 70 grand a month.
70 grand a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much was it?
Times it by 10.
Really?
700.
4 different listings, but
See, I was thinking of one listing, buddy.
2 listings do 250k. And then the rest, it totals up to like 750k, mate.
Why do you think condoms so well on Amazon?
Obviously. Yeah. Can't have going to stuff and laying him down. The guy's like, well, man, I'm from Doyers. So Jake, big items like this, for example, this dog food, this is a 3 kilogram pack. What is the process for selling this on Amazon FBA? Because obviously it's very heavy.
This probably isn't going to be classed as an oversized item, but it's a heavy item. So what I would be doing is doing FBM on this, because when items get this heavy, it's usually more economical to send them yourself via Royal Mail rather than send them into Amazon. If I was doing wholesale, then I'd just fill up a pallet of them, get them in FBA, bit easier. Some people won't sell stuff like this because they don't want an FBM aspect to their business. They don't want to ship orders every single day. They just want to send stuff to Amazon, keep it simple. So sometimes you won't see much competition on stuff like this, but it will mostly be FBM sellers.
And I imagine you could probably get a little bit of a large profit per unit as well. How does FBM work with the buy box as well?
If you're fighting an FBM seller and you're an FBA seller, you're usually going to have a faster delivery time. So you're always going to get a better share of the buy box, even if you're priced slightly above, because most Amazon customers want it next day. They don't mind paying £1 more. So the buy box on Amazon is Amazon giving the customer the best deal. So they'll work out what seller has the best deal. That's who's got the buy box.
This is the most important Amazon FBA concept that any beginner needs to understand. Jake, explain how the buy box works, how you take a percentage of the sales on a naturally selling product.
So with the buy box, it is Amazon giving the customer the best possible deal. To get the buy box, you need to have the cheapest price, the best delivery time, the best customer service feedback percentage as well. There are some other things like your stock levels that can slightly influence it, but it's mainly your price and your delivery time. So by doing FBA, you tick off the delivery time. With price, you just need to match the current buy box. Sometimes there'll be people with slower delivery times, cheaper prices, they won't get the buy box.
And for example, let's say there's 4 sellers, all at the exact same price, the product sells 100 times a month. How does Amazon decide who's going to get the split on there?
If their stock is roughly the same delivery time, same price, it's going to be roughly spread, roughly. But every buy box and every listing does behave slightly differently. So these items here, we sell them in a 6-pack, so they're costing us £5.94. Sell them for £16.63, leaving us with a £4.47 profit per unit, so 75% ROI, which is absolutely insane. We've got boxes and boxes and boxes of them. Milo's already off the tills with some. Let's pick up the rest of them.
Jake, what is the best way to source multi-pack products on Amazon FBA? Because let's say we just got in this seller around, this necessarily wouldn't bring up a 4-pack, would it?
No,
like
it didn't.
Then.
Already
so,
tried.
what's the best way to get around? That's the fastest way to source your multi-pack listings.
So when you have an item like this, you'll type it in on SellerAmp SaaS and it's going to bring you up all the multi-packs and the single packs. So from there, you want to see which ones are profitable. Sometimes the 1 pack of that literally hardly sells at all, because most people aren't just going to want to buy one, they'll want to buy multiple. So multi-packs can sometimes do even better and make more money than the single packs. I'm going to have to see if this is more than 63.5 centimeters. If it is, I'm not going to be able to send it in a box because that's your max box side length. If it is smaller than this, you can put it in a box, loads of them, send them off with UPS. If it's larger, I'm going to have to send them in as individual units, which is going to be an absolute nightmare. You'll be much better at sending them on a pallet. If this stuck here was in the category toys and games, and it had a BSR of 20,000, how often would you estimate it sells?
10, 20 times a month
10, 20 times a month?
for 20,000 BSR.
More than that in toys and games. More than that. It's
Really?
Big category.
How much do you think then?
I reckon low hundreds, maybe up to sort of 250. So I can sell these items here in a 6-pack on Amazon. They sell 27 times a month, so not massive. We would need to check the competition on here to see whether we can obviously get some sales. If there's too many people on there, probably not something we go for. But we can sell these in a 6-pack. Buy them for £6.90, sell them for £16.70. leaving us with a £3.56 profit and a 51% return on investment. Do you know you asked me about return on investment earlier? What people need to focus on when you said, oh, should you not? You should focus on your return on investment, especially if you're a new seller. Guess why?
Why?
Because if you're starting out with limited capital, starting out with £500, how can you grow that capital as much as possible? Focusing on high return on investment products. If you put all your money into a 30% return on investment product compared to an 80% return on investment product, the money you're getting back and therefore growing that capital so you can then go and buy more items is astronomically different. So higher ROI items are going to build that capital, which you can use to buy more products and make more profit faster. Tesco reduced section. So
Buzzing, bought a pack of Sam, mate.
people just ditch stuff here, mate, honestly. But what is that?
These are like old packets, these.
Bran flakes, hot chocolate.
What is the best way to get more money to scale and fund your Amazon FBA business to in turn make more profit, Jake?
Go to family, go to friends, dip into your savings, do more work, go to overtime. But if you've been doing it for a while and you've got a successful Amazon business, making maybe £10,000 a month in revenue, you can go to the likes of Uncapped, our funding partner, and they can fund you up to 1.5 times your monthly revenue on Amazon. So the minimum you can do to go with Uncapped is £10,000 a month in revenue, in sales. So they will be able to fund you up to £15,000. Now, I work in thirds. Something sells for a tenner. You buy it for £3.33. £3.33 profit, £3.33 Amazon fees. So in theory, it's only costing you a third. So if you're getting 15 grand, 45k worth of sales you could do from 15 grand.
Should you take out a loan to start Amazon FBA, Jake? Would you
Not to
recommend that?
start, I wouldn't say take out a loan, no, not to start. But once your business is up and running, you've learned the ropes, you understand how to do it, then yeah, 100% do it. I always say as well, even if you're doing 10k a month in sales, if you literally struggling to find new products, don't go anywhere near a loan, it's pointless. You want to make sure all that capital's working, because if you're going to have interest on it, it needs to be working to pay the interest. Exactly. Once the products are falling out your ears, is what I say. That's when you look at financing, loans, investment, money off family, friends, etc.
What are your top 3 softwares for starting Amazon FBA?
Ooh, so for new beginners, Seller Amp SaaS is an absolute number one. Second of all, you might want to go with something like Seller Toolkit.
Ooh, what does Seller Toolkit do?
Seller Toolkit tracks your profit, tracks your profit to your Amazon
okay.
business. Number 3, if you're a little bit more advanced and you've got accounting, etc., go with Link My Books, which will basically link all your transactions from Amazon, give them to your accountant. He can work out how much tax, etc., needs to be paid.
And he makes his whole life completely easier.
Oh, yes, it does. At your expense. Yeah.
Can you sell vodka on Amazon?
You can, but you will need an alcohol license, so they can be quite hard to obtain without having an actual commercial premises or a warehouse and proof as to why you are selling the booze.
Oh, and have you ever looked into selling like alcohol?
No. If they're clever, they're going to sell it themselves and not sell to other people because they can make more money doing it that way. There's so many products out there that you can sell without any red tape, without any problems, without any issues. I'd rather save my time and sell those items rather than go into all the effort to get an alcohol license to sell some alcohol when I can just find some products which give me the same return on investment, sell those instead. If you needed some booze, bottle of vodka, the last place I would go for a bottle of vodka would be Amazon. This is a product that we've found here in our Seller Circle Discord. Buy price £3.50, sell it for £8.48, leaving you with a £2 profit per unit, but this item sells 227 times a month. Now, you want to be cautious. We are getting closer to Christmas, so it's going to be harder to shift these items after Christmas, but even still, for next year, stuff like this sells very, very well. Tesco got the same deal on. Put it in your notes, come back to it next year. You're in the money. Do you know what M stands for?
No, what does M stand for?
Meltable.
Yeah.
Meltable items cannot be sent into FBA centres.
Really?
Yes, most meltable things can't go into FBA centres because they're meltable.
How would I find out whether I could send this in? Because this is a really profitable product, and I was wondering why. Because, for example, this costs £3.50 to buy. This leaves us with £2.36 profit per time this sells, and it sells 3,500 times a month. That's 67%.
Look at all them.
Yeah. Check that out. But Amazon are on there.
Of course they're on there. They'll sell it. They'll sell it.
They're not bothered, are they?
They're not bothered. Elizabeth Short chocolates. You can sell these on Amazon and make hundreds of pounds a month. However, if we want to make more money, how, Milo, can we make more money from something that we can buy in Tesco like this? How could we make more? So I can buy these in Tesco.
Yep.
I can make money, but how from this product can I make more?
Bust.
Well, I'll tell you. Come here. So, you see this up here? You see this here? Elizabeth Shaw, what's that there? Distributor brand information, and this is what we use for wholesale. So I would take a photo of that, take a little photo, give it a Google. You've then found the brand. You've probably got an email address on there or some sort of an address. Contact them, tell them you want to buy these in bulk, and that's how you get wholesale prices for things on Amazon and how you can find wholesale leads in supermarkets like Tesco.
What's it like to sell books on Amazon FBA? You ever tried that?
Yeah, it's pretty stale. Do you know why? Because there's so many books, unless you've got a really popular one, which is usually going to be dominated by actual bookshops who are buying them for such a good price. It's not that good. So for me, I'm not selling books. There's thousands, literally hundreds of thousands of books. So it's just too widespread of a category. Most things are just going to have a ridiculously high BSR, not really be that profitable. Well, they probably will be profitable, but you just won't sell them.
You can go around like, like clearance bookstores and scan them in there, and it can be like a little side hustle to just like gain a bit of extra money.
But why not scan everything?
Why not sell everything?
Why not scan everything rather than just books? So Milo, it's the end of the video. We're done and dusted here. We've had a good day out with FBA. Hopefully you've learned some bits and bobs. Let's film another video soon.
Let's do it, mate. I want to hear more about meltable products.
Multiple product registration right up your street. We'll see you very soon.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on our YouTube video, people.